Hello again and welcome back. In this Secrets of the Biofield video series, this will be our third of 3 videos discussing how the body communicates with its environment and with itself. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the hardwired part of the body's communication system, the brain and the spinal cord. We've already discussed the neuropeptides and the biophotons and how they cooperate to create much of the information that we pick up as we test the biofield during our procedures. The difference between the first 2 parts that we discussed and now the brain and the spinal cord has mostly to do with what we know about each process. Where does the responsibility of each leg of our communication stool begin and where does it end? With our current scientific information base regarding each of these, it simply cannot be completely clear. But our goal here is to reinforce the main concept of this series, that all 3 of them make contributions to the information soup that is the biofield. And it's their collective contribution that makes this all come together as the body attempts to adapt to the ongoing changes in a person's environment. And now, as we discuss the 3rd leg of the biofield information database, I'll share with you what we currently know. First of all, the biophotons were discovered in 1922. The neuropeptides were discovered in 1976. Honestly, I don't know when the brain was first discovered, but I'm guessing we've known about it for a while. Secondly, without advanced imaging, the neuropeptides and biophotons would remain invisible to us, much like the biofield itself. Without being gross, to see the brain, we simply need to peel back a layer or 2. And thirdly, the brain and the spinal cord are connected, or hardwired as we like to say. The neuropeptides and biophotons are untethered, moving freely about the body by way of the bloodstream or lesser known routes. The brain utilizes more of the body's energy than the rest of the organs, using over 20% of the energy reserves that the body has. And the brain is hard at work even when you're fast asleep. It obviously takes a lot of brain power to toss and turn, snore, and talk in your sleep. The brain structure is constantly changing as we learn, with new connections continuously being made, which increase the brain's total mass. Some spinal cord nerve impulses travel at over 265 miles per hour. The slowest impulses in the peripheral nervous system occur within the skin at around 1 mile per hour. So you see, at first, it takes a second or 2 for a child to pull its hand away from a hot stove. After that, it happens faster, and that is called a reflex. We lose neurons as we age. 10% of our nerve cells have disappeared by age 75. Males and females have different brain compositions. Males have more gray matter called soma, while females have more white matter called myelinated fibers. The gray matter is on the outside of the brain, while the white matter is more to the inside, but it's just the opposite in the spinal cord. The brain has approximately 100 billion neurons. In contrast, the spinal cord only has roughly 13.5 million neurons throughout its entire length. These are just brain fun facts, no conclusions, just some interesting information. But now let's get back to the biofield. We know from our clinical experience that certain functions that routinely occur in the brain really have a great potential to expand and balance our biofield. Therefore, we believe that the health of the brain is directly related to the health of biofield size and balance. Our biofield testing procedure, called the Brain Unwind Experience, when performed, has consistently improved biofield size and autonomic nervous system function as we measure it. We also know that by performing the Emotional Unwind Experience procedure, it has the single most consistent biofield expansion potential of anything else that we do. That's the one that involves the neuropeptides. Therefore, we know that neuropeptide interventions, which affect the limbic system of the brain, have tremendous value for increasing a person's autonomic nervous system function and heart rate variability. There's so much more we need to know about biophotons and how they fit into this equation. The thing we do know is that any system in the body with 50 followed by 18 zeros of biophoton reactions per second is certainly not insignificant. If you've enjoyed watching this, please hit the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up. Then click the bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Check out the information about biofield testing in the See More area below each of our videos, and we'll see you in the next one.